Check. 1, 2, 3. Are we recording? Here we go.
Better question: are we podcasting?
Are we podcasting right now?
Am I sitting upright right now, Kristin? I really am.
I just want to point out where we just have to. We have to set the stage of where we are.
This is the most
wonderful set of the life.
Kristin and I are we are filming this. If you watch this on YouTube, you can listen wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yep.
You can find us on Spotify, Good Pods, Apple, all of that.
Yep.
You can also watch all this beauty on the YouTube, and you can go to IMOMSOHARD for tickets to our live show.
Yes, which we are working on currently, and that's why we are doing our podcast in a little artsy theater. What looks to be their storage unit.
Yep.
And
/ bathroom /
maybe
cockfighting den / meth lab / Christmas storage.
You know what?
It's janitors.
It's creative. It's a creative space, and it is a useful space, and we're happy to have it.
It's creative if you're literally a serial killer. Everything that you might need to dismember a body is back
You know what
here,
I like about this space? It's brass tacks. If you need a curtain, it's there. If you need a mirror, it's there. If you need some sort of a wood beam across the door that you can't escape, it's there. It's not aesthetic. It's just practical.
Oh, God.
We're doing it, you guys. We're doing it.
Where are we at? This is one of those times where I'm like, where am I at in my life? What am I doing?
Let's check in. Jen, where are you at in your life?
Just having a busy week. I also, did you see my Instagram post? Can you believe?
No.
Okay.
I think that was the dumbest thing.
What?
That you said yes to.
Okay, so here's what
you're doing.
You guys, I live in mortal fear of the reptilian world, and my son loves them. My daughter acts like she does, but she really is where I am. She's not touching them.
I just want to reiterate what you just said, because I'm not even allowed to say that. I'm not even allowed as her friend. She's like, I know you're going to do bits about it. It really scares me. I'm not allowed to say what she's afraid of. And now she's like, it's the most terrifying thing to her.
Kristin, I just got scared of saying it. Now I feel like we should edit this all out because I don't want, because here's why. If people think you have a moderate fear of something, they think it's funny to joke with you or something. I'm not moderate fear, you guys.
She's debilitatingly scared of
some of them in particular. But so you know what? I have no problem with reptiles if they look like a feather boa. I think that would be cute. I would like that, actually. I would like them if they were furry.
That is literally, that's not how they were designed.
I know. Then
you would like them if they were a nice pair of pumps.
Yeah, but you know what? They really are hard to import because evidently
There's a lot of restrictions.
And here's the dilemma I live in. I can't be mean to any animal, but I want to destroy those.
So then, okay, the point is that she's like, I just wanted to sell the point of how scared she is of these animals, and that she gets so girly freaked out if there's a little tiny baby lizard that runs across her. It's the greatest. Her hand's and she screams very girly. Look at her. She's looking at me. She's so mad. Meanwhile, then this is the dumb thing you did.
My son is pet sitting a bearded dragon, which is the biggest lizard besides a full-grown iguana. Besides a Gila monster, I think. But you know what? This is the crazy thing. He's kind of growing on me because when he's got spikes. He's a dragon. You're the dragon. Love that. Oh. So we're united.
I like that you're conquering your fears.
He looks at me. We've had eye contact before.
Yeah,
I've had contact
planning your death
with one of his eyes.
Yeah, he's got one eye on you. He's like, I got an uncle like that.
At lettuce leaves.
I got an uncle like that. I was like, is that a glass eye or what?
You can't trust him.
Yeah,
I know. So, but I am getting a little bit better. I just wanted to make the caveat. It is what it is with my fears and my phobias, but that's kind of my only one. I don't have a fear of dark alleys. I'm not worried about mice. I'm not worried about heights, rats, anything. As a matter of fact, in this lovely space that we're in, we heard a rat running across the ceiling, and Kristin was checking all the doorways, and I'm like, I got it, man. I can stomp that tail and get it out of here.
I think rats are literal proof that hell exists.
See that?
They are the grossest. And cockroaches.
Spiders?
Spiders I got no problem with.
I don't either.
I respect spiders.
Dash said he was like, I want to get one of these. I go, hon, I can't. I don't want to see their skin. I don't want to deal with this bearded dragon just this week because I know you love it.
Jen's already got a friend that's a bearded dragon.
Yeah, I do.
It's Me.
But I love her. But he asked me, can I get a tarantula? I was like, yeah.
Yes. I don't want to do that. I have respect for spiders. It doesn't mean I want to be friends with them. Okay.
I got no
That's
problem
how I
with them.
feel about most libertarians. I'm like, I just don't like need them in my space. I can respect a spider. I'd never kill spiders. Like, but rodents can go right up the alley.
Now I'm not going to say that they don't startle me if one was in here, but I'm not going to like scale the walls to get out. But like as soon as I can identify, oh, that's not a lizard or a snake. I'm like, okay, I can handle that species. Whatever.
No, man. I'm just like, I want everybody to I'm good with everybody just maintaining their social order. I don't want anything that does jump scares, as my kids would say. I just want everybody to have some social order. I want a predictable encounter with the other kind. You know, like if there's a spider on the wall, I'm like, I'm going to let you do your thing and I'm going to get out of here. And then maybe we catch up later at happy hour. I don't know. But just like, if I don't see you anymore, and thank God my ADD like protects me from myself. I'm like, I forgot that guy was there. And we all live happily ever after.
Well, I think I'm misselling it because I would say I'm kind of scared of slow moving clowns also. That
again, that's who's sitting on your right side. That's it.
The irony of all of my fears.
I'm your bearded dragon, slow moving clown friend. There, you got it.
No, you're my
that would be
clown. I can deal with that.
That would be my dating app.
There's nothing slow about your clowning, by the way. It's all fast.
Good. I want to be a fast clown. I don't want to be a slow clown. They're lame. In the clowning community, slow clowns are not looked on it with any kind of cool.
Can I talk to you? Oh, can we get to readers and then I have to tell you this thing?
Yes.
We have a mom box.
Yes.
Do you have a hot flash? I got a mom
Of course
box.
I do.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
We both do. We have the same one.
Ooh.
But yes.
Later.
Yes.
We'll get to it.
Yes.
But
yes.
I want to talk about readers because Kristin and I are both at this same spot in our life, which is crazy, where I bought like 8 pairs of readers. None of them are exactly what I need.
Nope.
And sometimes they're not. I don't need them for some things.
Yep.
And I don't know. I constantly am up and down with what's on my face.
It's weird how it all happened. For me, it all happened like kind of at once.
Me too.
It was literally like last year, I was like, I can't read my phone. Or I can't read the bottom of like a lip gloss, which by the way, that's like micro writing. I don't know who can. But I was like, why am I like my phone has to be far away from me? And then like
reading kids' medicine?
Reading the kids' medicine, reading like my computer screen, I found myself like kind of squinting and I was like, what are these reader things about? And I'm always of the thought that readers were a conspiracy by the government to get me addicted to readers. And then that makes my eyes bad. And then that continues to make my eyes bad. And then I'm going to be indoctrinated by freaking, what do you call it? Eye doctors.
Yeah, that's how Waco happened.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They're going to be like, wear these, drink the Kool-Aid, you're dead.
I want to check in with the listeners. I hope you're not just seeing us as sexual objects right now because we're more than that. We're also, there's people underneath here. So we're not just, you hear our super hot voices and hear that we can't see things.
I think that's clear to them. Okay. Oh yeah, we're sexual beings, right? That just are losing their eyesight. It's fine.
Yeah.
So
you don't need your eyes for sex. Actually,
you don't need your eyes. Your eyes are deceiving. You don't need them. They're worse for you.
I also want to do this clarification from an old podcast. Remember, I raged so hard where we talked about the serial killer and then the road rage. I said, I hope that guy got syphilis of the eyes.
Can you get it?
You know what pink eye is?
It's poop in the eye.
It's gonorrhea in your eyes. It is the same bacterial family as gonorrhea in your eyeballs, you guys.
Do you know how many times I've had gonorrhea and pink eye? No, I'm just kidding.
They just go right from one. She keeps reinfecting the other one.
I literally was like, there was one year where I was like, when don't I have pink eye? When when I was around 4-year-olds a lot.
Know.
Everybody was just wiping their poop finger in their eyeball, and I kept getting it.
I know you just assume,
that's disgusting, Jen. Way to go.
Sorry. Okay.
I will say this about that episode. So we talked about road rage, and I just wanted to say thank you for all the nice messages, making sure I'm okay. I am okay. I did, and I'll share it on our podcast because I thought it was really interesting. I did just watch a TikTok about I'm going to misquote this, so I'll make sure I say it in the caption. But I think she wrote this book called Unbroken, and it is about how we have talked about trauma in the wrong way, and that in fact, if you do what I was mad at myself for doing, which was sort of getting into this situation where this man was very angry and I just sort of like stalled, and I call it turtling, where I just like stopped and like couldn't get my body to do anything. I couldn't record it. I had no wherewithal except to just sit still. That is actually proof that I have like healthy neuro pathways, that my body is going to, when I cannot think appropriately, my physical body and my brain outside of my actual brain is going to take over and say, okay, we're going to keep you safe because these pathways are healthy in you. So like, I think women often, we replay it in our heads and we're like, damn it, I wish I would have said this. But it's actually proving that your neuro pathways are healthy when you take a beat and when you do the right thing. Yep. So
yay.
If anybody's out there like, I feel bad about keeping myself safe, or that I didn't say the right thing, or I should have been.
It's the only goal.
It's the only goal. You did the right thing.
Safe.
So, well, anyway, back to readers. Now I have 100 pairs of glasses that I can't find, and the only pair that I can ever find are awful. And I think they're 2 different lenses. Like one side, I'm like still like closing one eye.
I need one.
I just need to go get glasses and be done with it. Also, somehow I ordered from Amazon what looked like transition lenses, which we all know that there's only person that wears transition lenses. There's only one person that looks good, and Bono, and the rest of them are serial killers. That's only people that wear transition lenses.
I know. I think if you start wearing transition lenses at a young age, socially, it's not going to go great for you. I'm just being honest.
It's so true. Like, my husband came home and he had a pair of transition lenses on, and I go,
nope.
What are you doing? And he goes, well, they turn into sunglasses when you're not wearing them. And I go, I know what transition lenses are. Dumbass. I know what they mean. I literally know what a transition lens is. It's in the title. I can get the context clue. I don't want to bang you if you're wearing those, okay? They're not attractive. Nobody thought they were attractive. They were not attractive in 6th grade. They're not attractive now. Don't wear goddamn transition lenses.
God, I've never done anything like this before to my husband, and I think he would say, and I think that's why he took this moment in time very seriously. He went to get new glasses a couple years ago to the Wizard of Eyes. Now it's no longer open.
I love pun names.
I know. It's like a Chinese food restaurant or something, right?
Like Walk on the Run.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
Or
that
like
was in
a
college.
hair salon. You know, like
perm it up.
And die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just make that up right there?
No, I don't know.
God darn it. That would be
somewhere.
great.
If I stole that joke from somebody, sorry.
But fun.
It let
the air out.
Yeah.
Literally of me.
No, that was me.
Anyway, so your husband goes to Wizard of Eyes.
He goes to Wizard of Eyes. Unfortunately, not open any longer, but I do know where the guy works because he works at my optometrist now. But so Britt went there for new frames, and he panicked evidently while selecting frames. And so we wait the week or whatever he gets them. He comes home and he looks at me like he was holding a handful of
Oh no.
I was like,
what are they?
And my instinct is always to like find the positive in
you have a breaking point.
But I had
a breaking point.
And I was like, why did you get those glasses? And he goes, I don't know. He's like, I couldn't decide. And then I just picked these ones and they look weird.
What is that?
They look weird.
They look weird.
They match all of your color. Like they blend it, like you're trying to hide them, like you're trying to camo your glasses in your face. Just lean into the get ones that you
we can see them.
We can see them on your face. And these make you look like an old person.
They're not. There's a difference between those. Some people can wear those glasses that are they're kind of kitschy and cool and weird. Like the round ones, I tried to pull those off. I can't do it.
No, yeah.
But then there's people where you're like, nope, that just looks weird. Like you got to kind of get them for your personality. You got to kind of get them that
they were not his personality.
No,
he like wears funky clothes.
I was gonna say he could
frames.
pull off a brighter frame than most anybody I know.
Totally, because that's what he's
like. Isn't that weird?
So here's what I did. I said, you go back to the frame shop. You go back to the Wizard.
Yeah, of Eyes, and you tell him, hell no, sir.
And these we were committed. He paid for them, and I was like. He checked into a handful of magic beans. You tell him this guy didn't charge him for those glasses.
Yeah, like he shouldn't have.
Yeah, but which we gave him a great Yelp review for it because I really appreciated it. Because it was the first time like Britt was like, I'm going to spend some cash on these rather than just go to Costco and buy the only.
Can get great lenses, and I get that though because he goes. You got the right frames. You went back on them.
He went back and he got a great pair of frames, and I never am like that. But I'm like. this is my argument for so many things where you should like spend money, take time, be indulgent is your face.
I agree. I agree. Why is that the thing that we're going to be cheap about is the thing that helps your eyeballs?
I don't know.
Like,
when my dad was like 70 something, he was like, oh, I want to get my teeth whitened, but it's like $200. I'm like, it's also your face. It's like the first thing everybody sees.
Wear cheap underwear.
Totally.
I mean, I can also advocate for expensive underwear, but not on me. Like, I'm like, that, I don't need to do that.
Just for show every once in a while.
Not even that.
For you. Just for me for a special day.
Just for you.
For doctor's appointments.
We're fine. But those go right into my purse. Those don't even
I didn't mean for me, man. I meant for you, me. You've never worn fancy underwear for me.
I'm like, God, Jen, we've been touring together forever. If you need me to wear
underwear so much,
fancy underwear to make things better for you, I guess I'll do that. I don't know. Look, Feline is fine. I think that's what it is, Feline. But you told me they were feline.
I don't know.
I don't know. They're Costco fancier. And they're fancy and they're fantastic. Let me say this. So I think the glasses conversation is so interesting because this is the first time in my life I'm experiencing any trouble with my eyes. And it makes me feel so empathetic and compassionate to people like kids who have to get glasses. I remember my friend Danelle had to get glasses when we were in, first or second grade.
Great. Now they're dive bombing this.
Yeah, listen, we're going to have, you're going to hear rats run across the top of this.
I kind of hope that happens so you guys know what we're talking about right now.
So Danelle had to get glasses and she got LASIK. You got LASIK. And she told me the first day she woke up after having LASIK, she had this like, she always put her glasses on her nightstand and she didn't have to do that. And she like could just go outside without her glasses on. And she said she instantly started bawling. It was so big for her because she had worn, all my friends had to have contacts. My friend Lynn used to lose a contact every day all the time when we were at Bader Lake and we would have to look for them in the sand. I was like, if we find it, I don't think you should put it back in your eyeball. She put it in her mouth and she would like swish it around and then put it back in her eyeball. We're all wondering where we get gonorrhea of the eyeball.
I'll tell
contacts just are the craziest thing to me.
When I was in college, my roommate Ron, we had both had a rough night of drinking, as it were, and I came and went to the bathroom, and I saw there was a big gulp.
Oh my God! Did you drink his contact lenses?
Yeah, and they were blue, you guys.
Oh my
And here's how he knew I drank them. They were like crunched up on the floor, but he put them back in the solution, and they were okay. So I did. Evidently, at some point, I was like, oh, this water is weird, or I think these.
Oh my God! But you didn't swallow them.
No,
you just drank the solution, which probably tasted like tears.
No, he just had them in water, in like a big gulp, like a white cup, like one of those 44 ounces, and they were blue. I just imagine like drunk 3 a.m, Jen in college going, "Hey, this cup's looking at me.
This cup's looking at me and telling me to rethink some of my choices."
No,
I
hear you, but gulp. I hear you, but I'm right now. And I must have drank the whole thing. I must have like chugged it.
Fantastic.
And then they were like chewed up and on the floor. But he got them back. But when I got my LASIK surgery,
that must be so weird. What is that like? It's
okay? I'm going to tell you what.
Please don't do that. I know you're going to say the thing. You're going to talk about.
There's this one thing that she hates that I say, but I'm going to describe it because it's no longer the case. But I had started having glasses in like 5th or 6th grade. I still to this day am really bad at doing that. Is this lens better or is this lens better?
But why did you have to have glasses? Couldn't see far, couldn't see close, or couldn't see at all?
I had trouble with distance.
Okay, great.
So my dad had horrible eyesight, which it's got to be genetic.
It is genetic.
He wanted to be a pilot. Just there was no way. Like he had one that was like super thick. And then I ended up having that too. By the time I got LASIK surgery, which this was a long time ago, it was like they were really new with it. And I'll tell you the super hot sexual story of why I figured out I should go get LASIK. My one eye, my bad eye, which is my right eye, was legally blind. And my left eye was like 210 over 20 or something. So I had a stipulation on my license that I could not drive unless I had glasses on.
God, Jen.
When I was going in, getting treated for my cystic acne, who wants to fuck me now? Send your letters, everybody.
There's so many male listeners that are like, let me turn this part up. I've been on board this whole conversation.
Yeah, I really got to know my cystic acne nurse at the dermatologist.
And she offered up another thing I can deal with.
Yeah, she was like, I also work at a eye surgeon, and she's like, there's this new thing. I'm sure I was probably unloading her. I'm like,
everything's terrible.
Look how it is.
I just drank my friend's contact lenses.
I gotta get my life together.
I saw my life pass before my eyes. It was actually my friend's eyes in his glass.
Yeah, but his vision's way better than mine, so it was nice.
It didn't work.
Well, she said you should go to this guy. They can probably fix you, so you at least need like thinner glasses, because I was at the point where I couldn't not wear glasses like all the time. So I went and I got it done, like insurance paid for it and stuff like that, but it was so rudimentary when I got it done, that it's like I have a lot of scar tissue on my eyes now. If you want to get LASIK surgery, I say do it. Back when I did it, I got it at like a tattoo parlor with a cigar cutter over my lens. It was like they gave me very little drugs. I expected a lot more Valium. That's what I thought. The hard part was they put
open your eyeballs,
they
right?
put the suction around your eyes, and the pressure's weird. You never push around your eyeballs. You don't do that. It'll make you barf.
Yeah,
and so that's what
I'm not feeling good now.
That was the weirdest part of it for me. So, but I got it done, and I remember on the way home, I had these like gauze like fly eyes over my face, and I could read the license plate on the car in front of me. Was it weird? Insane. I hadn't read a license plate without my glasses, maybe even with my glasses, in forever. And I was like, this is a new deal. But they told me, when you get to 40, you're going to need readers.
Yeah.
And just like clockwork.
Yep.
So
I'll tell you that I have such compassion and like empathy, because first of all, if you want to just see me straight cry faster than you've ever seen anybody cry, just let me watch one of those videos where a kid gets to put on, or an adult gets to put on the glasses that correct color blindness.
Oh my God.
It is like, I do not know why I do that. I know what's coming. They're like, we all chipped in and got you these glasses and we're holding balloons. I'm like, here it comes.
Yeah.
I'm disassembled from those videos.
I know, it is.
And I think right now I find it so frustrating because I am dependent on this thing that I lose, because I also have issues with ADD, so I put them and I can't find them. I find them in the most random places. I found them in the freezer. I found a pair in the freezer. I find them in every pair of pockets that a pair of pockets can hold them. So I've bought like 200 pairs of readers.
I'm going to say a thing and I'm scared you're going to punch me.
What?
I've literally, this is the
if you tell me to
seven.
get a chain.
Oh, that's what I was going to say, Kristin. They are
I'm close.
Look, they're
close.
So Gucci right now. Honestly, Gucci makes glasses that have the chain on them right now, because it's so like right. Ask the young person.
Fine, I kind of don't care about the style. I care about. See, here's the thing: if my husband was like, "Do not put the chain on those glasses," don't you know that I'd be like, "Fuck you, man!" But I'm like, "Don't you dare wear transition lenses."
Exactly.
You know,
well,
it's
here's
a double
what I
standard.
say.
I'm fully
do the chain, lean into it, ornate.
You're
don't
right.
try to
like
hide
ornate, try to yeah.
If you wear one of those like sports glasses, like rubber foam strap things, I'll punch you. I will punch you. Absolutely.
That's what I was going to say. So
I will send you right back to the Wizard of Oz and be like, do not have her come back with this ever.
Colin, when he had to get glasses when he was really young, his mother has bad vision. His dad had bad vision. Colin said he remembered being in school and like he'd have to squint to see the chalkboard. And then he said, it's the saddest story. He said that he thought leaves all were like smudges. He didn't know that leaves were individual leaves. So when he finally put glasses on, he could see the outline of a leaf, and he said it was very emotional for him. He was like in 4th grade.
Oh my gosh.
But then he said he looked like a nerd, so that's what he thought. Like because glasses have made they're very different in tone now. Kids wear glasses and they look dope. But I can tell you, cut to when you're a 1st grader and you're wearing glasses and it looks like your 45-year-old mother are wearing, it hits different.
I know. Glasses style has much improved.
And also just the weight of them on your face and how they stay on and the material they use.
Hey, I don't understand. By the way, when I first got glasses, those like pinky clear kind of glasses were very in vogue. I had a pair of those, and now they're wearing them again, and it really is traumatic for me to deal with.
I'm you're like, I kind of want a pair, but I resented them.
I look at one of these, like, what are they? Gen Wires? What are the young people called?
He's like, I've tuned you
not
out.
millennials, because I'm so old. That's not even. They're not the young people.
Gen Z.
Gen Z. Gen Z. I look at Gen Zers and I'm like, oh no, you're not one of the cool kids. You're going to be in math club like I was.
I am the cool kid.
I know, that's
I'm
confusing.
wearing, it's very, they're the upside down.
They're
the upside down of us.
I have to and also, so my daughter has glasses.
I know.
I think they're the cutest thing on the planet. But
I love, here's the thing, and we've talked about this before on a podcast, and I really thought this was the most incredible thing I'd ever heard is, will you explain the lens of how it was to help her with the muscles in her eyes?
Yes.
That is the coolest.
Oh, this is what I was going to say about glasses too, which I had a problem with getting the right prescription.
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
Because I wasn't, which is better. I kind of lock up, and I'll say that to the guy now, but they have a machine that can figure it out. It can see your eye focusing and figure out exactly what your prescription should be, which is so much better. I wish to God they had that 20.
I know. I don't know what my eyeballs are doing right now. And every time I go in, they're like, your eyes are twitching too much because you're really fatigued. I'm like, well, that's never going to change. We just need to be on board.
We're going to give you
a Xanax.
I was going to say, what is it? Where the doctor has to give you a recommendation to go to the other doctor?
Yeah, great.
Referral to the psychiatrist.
Fine. Give me all the referrals, because hopefully it comes with a pharmaceutical that's allowed. Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
So Delilah's first diagnosis was that she had a lazy eye.
Which they definitely use a different.
Strabiscus.
Yeah, they use a different term because lazy eye is.
Well, I'm from Nebraska.
I know.
And my husband had it.
Or if our people, they're like, you got an eye that's cockeyed. You're like, blah, blah, blah.
My husband had, and he called it a lazy eye. He's like, I swear to God, it's what the doctor put on the form. And he's like, every kid in my neighborhood had them. I don't know why they didn't check the water, but he's just said everybody had them. So I figure, okay, so she's got that from him. That's okay. And every once in a while, we all have this person. Guys always think it's hot in women, but where you have a couple drinks and that one eye just starts
to wander.
Yeah. You're like,
which one are you looking at?
You can tell how many drinks they've had by where their eye's at.
I had a friend that was like that. I was like, oh, she's 2 sheets to the wind. It's going left.
Yeah.
We've lost her.
Yeah. As soon as that eye gives up, everybody's like,
you guys party's
take
over.
her
Where are you
shoes
guys
off
going
soon.
next? Where are you going next?
So, she had that. And what they do is they have this, rather than do the patch, that's kind of the last resort. They start with this, a pair of glasses, and the eye that seems to be weaker, they put, you can't see it necessarily with your eyes looking at the glasses, a fuzzy line and a clear line, and a fuzzy line and a clear line. And your eyeball has to look for the clear so that it's working those muscles. Every time your head moves, it's working those muscles.
And they're so cute on her. There's little purpley frames. And
so they said, we're gonna have her wear these kind for a year and see if that year in these will correct it. If not, we can do surgery. We can do a patch, whatever. And all those felt like really big. So then when we brought her in, again, they said, that muscle's fine. Here's what's been happening. She has distance problems.
Just like you.
Yeah.
At the same
age. And so when you're trying to focus, your eyes, if you hold something close to your face.
I kind of go cross-eyed.
That's exactly what you do.
Oh.
So I'm not an optometrist, but your focus, your eyes crossing is a mechanism of focusing.
Yeah, it directs all the energy. Because you're getting 2 different pictures in each eye, and they come together as one and then create a clear image.
So because she's having trouble focusing on things far away, her eye is even going in to try and focus more and more. And so that eye was going in. He's like, it's not the muscle. We need to get her
glasses.
And she has 230/20. It's a big prescription for her age. Yeah. So I'm hoping that she'll be able to do something,
They'll wait till she's older to make sure that her eyes aren't changing too fast before they can do it. But I really think we just take for granted these incredible leaps and bounds that we've made. Sometimes I'm like, does anybody want to go back to the time when we didn't know that FaceTime would be a thing? Where we can literally talk to each other through screens, that now we have a surgery that literally can reverse your vision being bad. We're all just going to breeze past that. And
so Brady Bunch, who we love, shout out to Brady, his daughter, I hope you don't mind us saying this, she had surgery on both of her eyes at 10 because she had the strabiscus the strabiscuit. Please correct me, somebody. Strombolitis.
Guys,
Stromboli. She had a Stromboli in her eyes.
If you guys came onto this page because you thought you'd get clear medical advice, then that's on you. Because we pretend, but we get it wrong most of the time.
I might have not listened to what the optometrist said.
She's making up words. We're all focused.
Is it ophthalmologist? I don't even know.
I don't know.
But I love because his wife, she had to go through so much again and again to fix her eyes when she was.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And now they just were able to fix Ava's eyes, which is pretty freaking great, right?
It is. And I just think that, again, now at, 28 years old, I'm starting to experience, shut up, why are you laughing? You just, come on. And Jen being 27.
That's a really big swing, Kristin.
How about 33? Can I be 33?
Okay.
Fine, because that makes you 31. You're going to participate in this game because
I keep getting closer and closer to your age every time.
Jen is 58 and I am 32. That's just that's the fair result. So
everybody thinks we're hot now.
No, things are not getting better as I age. So my eyes are not getting any easier. So now I got to just I think I just got to go in and just wear glasses. But I do feel like I've made it this long without glasses that I've been pretty lucky. I think I take for granted how lucky that I am because my mom and dad, my mom has astigmatism and criticism. Wait, no, I said that wrong.
No,
astigmatism and criticism. I'm sorry. Were those two things together? I meant to say criticism. Nope, astigmatism.
Yeah,
she has both.
They're
of those
confusing.
Things. They're confusing. But she has both. And then my dad did not even need glasses. Until his 60s.
That's great.
And now they both, I think even my dad will only wear his glasses half the time.
I really meant that is great. And I know it came out a lot of disdain,
that's great.
Great for you people who can see things. But I really do. I think because usually around 40, people everybody needs them. So waiting till 60 is great.
Do you remember that movie with Jack Nicholson and
Listen,
Something's Gotta Give? There's
heard
a part.
Of that movie.
You guys, I just need a friend group that likes movies, man.
You can find that, but that group is not me.
I know, and I love you so much, but God bless. So anyway, there's a part where Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton are dating and they've did the deed for the first time and they wake up and they're wearing each other's glasses and they laugh really hard because they can kind of see through them. And then they end up keeping each other's glasses and then a bunch of stuff happens and then they trade them back at the end when everything ends up happy. But I'm just saying, I didn't get that joke. That joke, I was I don't get that. But my mom and dad were dying over it. And now I get it.
I know.
Although I wouldn't wear my husband's glasses because they're translation lenses. I've got a freaking...
Yeah, you have pride. You're not going to wear those.
I'm not doing that.
Look, I've been trying to get Kristin to get glasses for a long time because
I kept borrowing
mine. And, I need them. So
Jen finally gave me a pair. She was like, these are yours. And it did not occur to me that I was like, oh, she's so tired of me taking her glasses and then losing them. I can't imagine why that would be frustrating. So she was like, you can have these and these are yours.
You keep these.
You keep these. That's what she was saying. You keep these and, these
I know they're gone. I should have put them on a chain.
Everybody,
I loved them.
Everybody have them. They just got scratched.
Kristin, I think you left a pair at my house and the dog chewed them up. And I still wear them.
Yeah, listen, that's where we're at in my life.
I don't even care because as long as I can see. But this is the interesting thing about readers. And this is not interesting. But let me say it in a sexy voice in case any of you weirdos out there into optometry porn.
What's mom in an optometry office?
So
porn never starts like that. I can't see clearly, doctor.
My left eye is a 2.5 plus, and my right eye, which is my bad eye, is a 2.75.
Is that true?
Yeah. So
I would bonk you on the head, take your glasses, start a fire if I were on an island.
He was trying to get me, get prescription ones, and I was like, no, I'll just have some 2.5s and some 2.75s laying around the house.
Good God, I just started at a 1 and I'm like, it's like magnifying glasses on my head.
And if I do the 1s or if I do a 1.5, I'm like, well,
what am I doing?
What am I even doing this for?
If they don't look like you're literally have windows on your eyeballs, like, why are you doing it?
If you're a person with eyes or if you're a mom with kiddos, can I say this?
Yeah.
Go get your eyes checked because and go to that machine that can tell you exactly what you need for your eyes. So that you're
wearing the thing that helps you the most.
Because I went so long without wearing glasses that I do think I made my eyes worse because I got them when I was in the 6th grade.
And you needed them long before.
They kind of didn't work. I didn't commit to them. I thought I looked like a big old nerd or whatever. I didn't want to wear them. And then by the time I got to college, I was obviously legally blind in one of my eyes because they
started drinking them. She started to drink the lenses.
I was drinking away
why don't we get off this fun, sexy conversation?
Sorry.
And go to a hot flash or a mom box.
I have a mom box I would like to share with you, and I think you're going to be especially delighted by this, Kristin.
I don't think I know this one.
This is from Natalie G.
Natalie G.
That's right. Hey, ladies, I just wanted to send you an official invite to my wedding. You both are so fun.
What?
And there will be free beer.
Wait.
I love you guys, and you bring so much laughter into my week each week. It's been fun hearing your stories. Hearing your stories from Nebraska as an Iowa girl myself is a highlight. Thanks for being awesome friends and looking forward to seeing the show in July. We got to try and get to this wedding, girl. Look there's the save the date.
You got to stop. When is it?
Saturday, June 3rd. Yep.
Oh,
in Iowa.
I think we got to look.
Show. Yeah, we'll have to look. We're going to try to get there,
but we're going to do something.
Because nobody's invited us.
That is a place where people don't invite us.
Exactly.
They're like, they say the F word too much, and we got Grandma Karen coming. And
I will make the caveat, too. Let's go, like, a couple kegs, but if it gets too far, then we'll pitch in for beer. Like you don't want to.
Sure.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna tell me we couldn't make a toast. I was like, I'm not going unless we grab that microphone.
No, that's the whole point in going. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
kind of.
Yeah. Oh
making
my gosh.
it about us. Is that the nicest thing ever?
The nicest thing ever. I've had cousins that didn't invite me to their wedding, and you know what? I appreciate the invite so much.
Yeah, Kristin
and we do
Jen,
great at weddings.
Always the wedding DJs, never the
always the wedding DJs.
Right.
There hasn't been a wedding that I've ever been to where there wasn't a story about me the next day. And I just want to say that's a bragging point.
That's a good thing. I don't think there's been a wedding that I didn't try to take over the DJ's job, by the way.
Jen, even my wedding, she did. She sure did.
Yeah, I was like, come on, what are you playing? I don't care what they told you to play. Nobody likes it. Everybody says play all romance music. And then as everybody gets drunk, it's play all hip hop. And I'm sorry. That's what it is.
It is that.
It is. It's disco. Hip hop,
well,
a little bit of retro. You can do like.
I'm gonna say something controversial.
Okay.
I like when you get something like the da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Of course, that's for early in the night. That's
early in the night.
Yeah, that's.
And I also love the what's the one where you do the grapevine? Everybody gets
I heard it through the grapevine.
No, not that one.
The
the dance where you do the dance and everybody gets on the
floor
together.
The electric slide.
The electric slide.
Look at how, you guys, I'm taking new brain vitamins. Is it working?
It's totally.
I said Diane Keaton.
Yeah, I didn't. I've stammered this whole time. I'm like, I'm slow. I'm a slow clown.
It's not because I'm getting enough sleep. It's definitely, I've got.
She's been doing her light mask. Her skin looks good. She's doing vitamins.
I'm doing the vitamins.
My parents are in town. I'm slow.
Yeah, it's a hard time.
Everything's great. Let's do our hot flash.
Hot flash.
There are very few videos that you see that literally truly make you gasp and you go, because you see it the same time that he sees it.
Yeah.
So there is this, so there's a skier. His name is
Francis Zuber.
Are you wearing my readers? God, you could see.
No, it's for.
And the rescuer is Francis, and the snowboarder is Ian. So that's important to remember. Okay. It's in Washington. This guy, Francis, is both of them are expert skiers because they are skiing backcountry. And everything right now, because there's been so much snow, there was 4 feet of snow dumped on this mountain, like in a short period of time.
Yeah.
So,
plus what there was there already, right?
Exactly. So what Jen's husband, who is a very, very good skier, explained to me is that when you have trees that have now been like buried in snow higher and higher and higher, they get something called tree wells where it creates a circle of air around the trunk. And if you ski too closely to a tree, it can sort of sunk you in kind of like quicksand. So these expert skiers that are in this backcountry where there's like, you don't see other ski tracks, then you know you're like an expert skier if you're the first person to put your skis there.
Yeah.
And
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that. The ones I go on, you get like a lollipop at the end. They're like, good job. I go up a ski slope that I go up a thing that has carpet on it and it goes like 2 inches. It's me and like a bunch of toddlers.
If there's not a ski up bar, I see no point in doing it.
That's right. I'm like, backcountry, what are we doing? Why don't we go to the chalet? That's where I belong. Like, this is great. So I have snowboarded. I really liked it. I do know that I'm like toying with danger, and with my hips and my age, who's listening that wants a little bit of this? More hotness. Anyway. Guy's in the backcountry. He's skiing, and he's got a ski cam, like a head cam on, and he's GoPro. Thank you. And he's going through the mountains. So all of a sudden you hear him.
I'm unstoppable.
I know you're
today.
unstoppable.
Like
he's like, whoosh, you can hear him. He's working really hard, and all of a sudden he goes, "Oh shit!" And you can see just briefly in the side of his vision, this snowboard goes bink, bink, and just like up and down.
I don't know how he saw it.
I don't know how he saw it either.
I think God made him go that way so that he would see that just out of his peripheral vision.
I thank God that he took his vitamins that day, because if it would have been me, I could have skied over him and not known it.
Hey, buddy, watch where you're falling.
Like, good on you. Wow, what are you doing? You're upside down.
Hey, Gwyneth.
Yeah. So Hey, Gwyneth. I'm sorry you're not there.
Let me just say that guy's
a dickhead. I root for Gwyneth, and I don't say that often.
When you know the first thing you said to somebody was, you skied into my fucking back, it is not your fault.
It's not your fault.
Unless you're going, backwards?
No, you know what? She got her day in court, and she won. And by the way, she looked great. Look, Gwyneth is weird, and she needs to eat more food, but I don't think
there's the new Gwyneth, F you. I wish you well.
I wish you well. Yeah, thank God. Let's take it off. We're going to go back to the chalet. We're going to go backwards, and we're going to go back to this guy who's skiing in the background. And he sees this snowboard pop up. And when I say popped up, it looked like it could have been a tree limb. It was just like beep, beep. And he goes, oh shit. And he skis in, and you can just tell how hard it is to maneuver your skis in this fresh
sideways.
He is walking sideways because evidently you're supposed to do that in order to get to him. This snowboarder, his name is Ian, was upside down, 100%. His head was 100% upside down. He was buried, and the only thing that you could see was the bottom of his snowboard. He's not diagonal. He is upside down. And this guy finds him and is like, fuck, I've got 6 minutes to get this guy. He's so skilled and he's so good.
Yeah.
And it just really shows you what happens when you take all of those precautions seriously, because this guy had the GoPro. He had the pack. And in the pack, he had a shovel.
But he started digging the tunnel
with his hands
next to him.
Yes.
And
he was so smart.
He got his mouth out.
Yep. He goes, because if you were me and you're doing this algebra equation, I would have been like, well, we got to start with your feet.
Yeah.
I would have been like, sir, I'm sorry. Yeah.
And I saw an interview. Can I add one thing?
Yes, of course.
Because you can hear on the GoPro him going, I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming.
Show me
hang
something.
in there. Keep moving, whatever. And he couldn't hear him. He was so packed with snow, he could not hear him.
Makes my head hurt. I mean, like,
he just all of a sudden.
And but he's smart. He's like, this guy's buried upside down. Let's not do what Kristin would do, which would be start with his feet, because those don't breathe. Let's find his mouth. I'm going to do a little math here. I bet his mouth is down. So he starts digging down, and he finds a mitten, finds an arm, keeps digging. I've got chills. He keeps digging. And all of a sudden, you just see with one swipe, it's a mask and a mouth. And he goes, hey, buddy, how you doing? How you doing? And he goes, I'm okay. And he goes, thank you. And then, so he starts digging. And when I tell you, you can sense how hard he's working.
Oh my God.
He's like, we're going to both take a breather here. And he's fit as a fiddle. This guy is.
Plus high altitude.
high altitude. He's in snow.
So it's, I mean, hot flash as fuck.
Oh
it's
my
so
God.
Hot. Sorry,
And
I'm
not only
cussing
that,
so much today, but my brain works so well.
as fuck. I think it's his preparedness that got
Yeah,
me.
he's got his backpack. He's got a mini shovel. And he's like,
got a plan.
This is why everybody likes a good mom bag, right?
Right.
Because you got what you need in there to save a life.
You're like, I did it right today.
Yeah.
I did it right today. So, and by the way, you should never be in the backcountry without those things.
Yeah.
You know? So he was able to save him. They got him now. I don't know if you know this. They've been interviewed on the news together. They've become very good friends.
I love it.
They've gone skiing together almost like days later.
God,
and I'm
I'd
sure
be a little
that
gun
I
shy,
know. I'd be like, I
honestly.
think I'm done with this sport. I'm gonna golf. Like
Yeah.
tree wells are different. They'll piss you off because they take your ball, but you're not gonna fall in their head first.
Oh my
You know?
gosh. It's such a beautiful story. And it's somebody like who did it, like he went back and he saved his life.
He
and
did.
He could have just skied on by and gone
Or
like, oh, somebody.
just literally not seen him.
I know.
To Ian and Francis, I applaud your friendship, and you're lucky it wasn't me saving you.
You are both hot devils, and
I think we podcasted.
I think we did.
We podcasted, you guys.
Hey, get your eyes checked
Get
so
your
you
eyes checked so you
can
can see
save
better.
skiers.